Hello and welcome back to another Historic Challenges video, and today we are going to be finishing off the 500cc heroes. We have to do the last 4 challenges. I'm not sure if we usually do 3 or 4 challenges in an episode. We have 10, so well, we've done 10, so we definitely can't do 4 in every episode because that wouldn't add up. I think we must have done 3 in 2 episodes, sorry, and then 4 in one of them. It's probably more likely what it is. So we'll just do 4 per episode from now on. I've been such a long time, I can't remember how we did these. But anyway, we're here for challenge number 11 of the 500cc Heroes. So it's 2000, Kenny Roberts, amazing in Malaysia. With the seeds sown in 1999 for a winning season in the 500 class, Kenny Roberts Jr. and Suzuki reaped the benefits the following year. 6th in South Africa, the Californian rider starts his ride in Sepang. He wins the first GP in the World Championship here in 1999, beating a Mick Doohan in great form. In 2000, Kenny confirms his good relationship with the Malaysian track. First in free practice, second in qualifying session, and again in the lead in the second free practice session with half a second's lead. The pole cannot escape him and he leaves Loris Capirossi 594 thousandths of a second. He will also win the race. So I'm not really sure why you would say 594 thousandths. You could just say by over half a second, or nearly 6/10 of a second or something like that. You know, whatever. So I'm guessing we'll just have to try and get pole. What we got to do, complete a lap in the shortest time possible, don't cut the course. So here we are then. I'm glad I don't have any mods on, because I know I was doing some mods with the 500s. I'm glad that, well, I do have some mods on, but not ones that will affect this challenge particularly, but we'll have the lap took. Oh, no, we haven't had the lap took off us for doing that. The rear kicked out, I forgot, obviously it's a 500, don't ride it like a modern day bike. Although the rear kicks out the modern day ones anyway. So a 2:08.1. Well, the fastest laps, in like the 53s on the regular GP bikes. Now, obviously I'm not the fastest person, I'm probably a few seconds off that, but and obviously these bikes are then going to be a few seconds slower again. But I think, like I said earlier, the challenge has been quite easy. 2:08 should be really easy, because we've been riding dreadfully so far in this race. I do find the 500s a bit of a handful. I suppose that's what they were back in the day, but I've never been good at riding the 500s on any of the games really. Obviously it's nothing like the modern day bikes, and that's what my style is designed for. Well, not designed for, but sort of used to and catered to. I suppose that's the same with most of people that play the game. I might actually do some 500cc open lobbies or something at some point on the game. I need to probably play a little bit more online with you guys, like the viewers, and I need to announce it beforehand instead of just going online randomly, because I know obviously a lot of the time people miss the streams or they're out and they can't play online or whatever. But I think if I announce like a couple of days before, or like a few hours before, maybe a couple of days is overkill. But if I announce like a couple hours before I'm going to go into a session, or like half an hour before or something, more of you probably be able to see it. We'd actually be able to maybe do some open lobbies. Just do some random stuff like 500s, do like Moto E, and you know, there's some weird sort of combinations of bikes that you don't particularly play much online, because to be honest, most of the time, I've gone off, well, I haven't had my laptop off me again for that. I'm glad that we're using the relaxed track limits apparently, it seems, for this one. We're at 1:34 here, so 2:08 is going to be easily beaten, I think. This has been probably one of the worst laps you'll have ever seen though in your whole life, so apologies for that. We're coming down to the last corner now. Yeah, so we're gonna go about 10 seconds to get to the line out this last corner, which should be doable. Bit of a wheelie up towards the line then. What's it gonna be? So a 2:05.993. Even with that, probably one of the worst laps you'll ever see ridden in your whole life. But there we go, we passed the challenge. So obviously, if you get you unlock different things for getting the different medals. We unlocked Kenny Jr. Obviously, the team he's with, the Suzuki team. We unlocked a Hornet sticker, it seems. So good rewards there. So back in the menu then, we're moving on to challenge number 12. This one's also in 2000, so it's Gary McCoy takes Valencia. Many riders have won 500 class GPs with official teams. Doing it in a private team Doing it with a private team and 3 times in a year, however, is not something that happens by chance and shows great talent. In 2000, Gary McCoy led the British team WCM to unequalled heights. Apparently, I'm really bad at reading. All wins in South Africa, Portugal and Valencia, Ricardo Tormo. Gary sneaks past Max Biaggi on lap 4 and takes the lead. For 18 laps, a small group of 4 riders forms, but then he accelerates to win by 5 seconds over Kenny Roberts Jr. I think I missed a line. I think that's why it didn't make sense, because I went from all wins in South Africa where I should have gone all while riding his Yamaha sideways, ignoring the laws of physics. Yeah. So again, not good at reading these paragraphs, but we'll head into the challenge anyway. So I'm guessing we just have to try and win a race, do we? Resist Kenny Roberts Jr.'s attacks and win the race. Don't cause accidents. So we've got to beat him by 8.6 seconds apparently, which is usually pretty simple to do. Well, the mini-map was a bit weird there. So we actually already got a bit of a lead over him. We're only going to have lap 28 and 9 though, because it's going to give us the exit out of Adrian Campos, isn't it? See, the sort of the early 2000s and stuff is kind of where I start to fastest lap 41.6 there for Gary McCoy. But yeah, the early 2000s, obviously that's when I was born. Oh, I've gone really wide. It's kind of like the last of the bits of MotoGP I basically know nothing about. Sort of the mid 2000s onwards is where I kind of know how the pecking order was and sort of everything happened in all the seasons and things like that. So we already got 3 seconds on him. So we still got to get another 5 out, but they go so slow. Once you get further and further ahead, it's just so easy. But I must say, these 500s are fun to ride. They are hard to ride, like I said in the previous one. But they are really, really fun. Powering it out. So I literally don't think I've really played them outside of any of these challenges. Oh, we've gone in hot. They are like, you get on the power, they slide a lot, they try and wheelie. I think it's a bit weird how you can start the traction control and stuff on for them. I think it makes it more manageable. I think it'd be really hard if those settings weren't on, the traction control, the engine brake and the anti-wheelie. But the 500s were meant to be hard to ride. I think that was the idea, wasn't it? They weren't supposed to be easy bikes. We are now 5.9 seconds in front of him, and we've still got another lap to go, which is great. And again, I know this has been dreadful riding. I'm sure if I got like 5 laps on one of these or something, you know, without like trying to commentate at the same time, I'd probably be able to start just clocking laps off on them. All right, but obviously, you know, I'm not used to it. So 35.0. So obviously it makes sense how in the 180 rider challenges, or 181 riders, isn't it? But how come the 500s you can sort of blast past them on the straights and things like that? Because obviously they are a lot slower. Although corner speed wise, there's not a massive difference between. They're probably slightly quicker than they are. I'm not sure maybe nowadays if they're slightly quicker, but I'm sure they're slightly quicker in the corners than the bikes that replaced them, which had been the 990 4-strokes. Through turn 8 now, sliding that bike. It does look a little weird though, doesn't it? Like when you're doing a historic challenge, like this is supposed to have taken place in 2000, and you're just going past all of the modern logos and stuff like that. I mean, I suppose I don't expect them to make different sponsors for each year just to make it look better, but you know what I mean? It does kind of look a bit odd. Oh dear, I've gone way too hot into Adrian Campos, although we've actually kept it on the track, which I didn't think I was going to do. We were over 10 seconds in front. I don't really want to wheel it the whole way down the straight though, Gary. Here we go, towards the line. Certainly fast lap on the last lap though, so not too bad. Yeah, so we absolutely demolished that challenge, so we beat him by 13.223 seconds there. So we unlocked Gary McCoy, we unlocked the WCM Yamaha team, and we got a sticker. I think there actually was a Gawa mod on for that, because I do have a Gawa mods installed for the WCM, but I just didn't even I didn't even think to point it out. But yeah. Anyway, we'll head back to the menu now, and we'll get on to the next challenge. So again, here we are for challenge 13, another 2001. I'm guessing they're all going to be 2000. Oh no, BRG is 2001, the next one, but this one, McWilliams Unleashed in Australia. Each rider has their favourite track where they always perform well. Jeremy McWilliams' favourite track is Phillip Island, proved by his 3 pole positions there, the only poles of his career. He took 2 of these with the Aprilia in 1999 in the 250 class and the following year in the 500. The most amazing is the second, with the Aprilia twin-cylinder, a bike of only 105 kilograms, less powerful than the 4-cylinder rivals, but 30 kilograms lighter. McWilliams makes good use of his skills, being the fastest in practice in T2, T3 and T4. He is in pole with 259 thousandths of a second. So again, they said that a little bit weird. I would again have just said like over 2/10 of a second. I guess they want to give you the exact time, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't say it like that. But anyway, let's see. I'm guessing we'll just have to try and set a really quick lap time. Well, not very quick. We've got to beat a 1:32.6. Actually, that sounds like it might not be so easy. But yeah, anyway, we'll head into the challenge. Hopefully we can achieve it in one try again. So here we are then. Going very slow around MG Hairpin. I know the Aprilia's slow, but... So obviously the Aprilia never really been the fastest bike. McWilliams always kind of outshone it, I would say. Obviously, I think another notable performance of his would be Donington Park of the same year. Obviously, the race where Rossi got his first 500 victory. Oh, I've crashed. Right. Okay, maybe we need to redo that one. I've clipped the inside doings and I fell off. Well, so much for one attempt, but here we come anyway. Under the start-finish bridge, or whatever it was. You know, sign. We'll try and avoid the apex of Doohan's so we don't crash into it through Doohan's corner. Gotta make sure we don't run in too hot into the southern loop because obviously the brakes aren't great on this. Again, I'm going to say these are fun to ride. They're not easy by any means, which I'm sure I've said about a million times so far this video, but I'm quite enjoying them. It's going to be a shame to just jump straight back to the... Well, it's actually the 990s we'll be on first once we do the... Actually, I can't remember what the next category is called, but it's the beginning of the 4-strokes. So I think it might be the 4-stroke era or something. Then there's the Great Rivalries, and then there's the Modern Era. So we go through Lukey Heights. Sliding the bike. Getting the brakes for MG. I might have hit them a little bit late actually, or we've just kept it on the track. Wheeling out of MG through turn 11, then sliding the rear end. Oh, tried to grip up then and send me straight on. Through the long turn 12 on the power. Right, it's going to be up towards the line now. What's it going to be? Well, I think we've got this one in the bag because it's 24 coming at the last corner. So 1 minute 30.378 there. And yet again, so obviously we unlocked McWilliams, we unlocked the Aprilia from 2000 and that sticker, which looks fantastic. So yeah, we'll head back to the menu and we'll do the final challenge. So here we are then for the final challenge of the 500cc Heroes 2001 Biaggi Unbeatable in France. The start of the 2001 championship in the 500cc class isn't the best for Max Biaggi? Why was I saying that? It's Max Biaggi. In the first 3 GPs, all won by Valentino Rossi. He takes 3rd, 8th and 11th place. But in the qualifying session for Le Mans, Biaggi went considerably better, capitalising on the test conducted at Mugello and then in France during the free practice. Returning to his 2000 style setup, his Yamaha is no longer so jumpy. Biaggi can ride fearlessly, and in a session where the best time is lowered 9 times, he leaves everyone behind. He's on pole with 247 thousandths of a second gap. So is it just another time? Yeah, so we just have to do a quick time at Le Mans this time. Yeah, so we're here on the track now, and one thing I am kind of remembering, it has been a long time since I've done any of these. I guess no Marlboro Yamaha. I thought I had a Marlboro Yamaha mod on. Did I not install it? I'm sure I had a Marlboro Yamaha mod on. Anyway, out of the last corner. But yeah, one thing I did forget about these, that there's a lot of these where you just have to set a random lap time, and to be honest, they're all kind of like time trial. None of them are like particularly like races or anything, which is a shame. It'd be nice to see more of these challenges though for next year's game. Obviously, there's quite a lot in this one. I've not played most of them, but it'd be nice to have more of a variety of challenges. Although we still don't know what they're doing with next year's game yet. I'm assuming it's just going to be MotoGP 20 as normal, but it could be another Valentino Rossi game. Obviously, because it'd be his 20th season, I think, wouldn't it? In the Premier class. Oh yeah, 2020, yeah. I was thinking it was 2021 for some reason. I don't really know why I was thinking that. But yeah, it'd be his 20th season, wouldn't it, in the Premier class, so... Oh, yeah, we've gone hot and we're down. Right, to restart that one then. Broke too late for garage fair, we won't be doing that one again. So here we come then. I'm just thinking about the description, and it said obviously like he'd been struggling the first 3 races, not been very good, and he's better here because he returned to his 2000 setup. But like, why don't you try that first? Wouldn't that be the first thing you try if you're struggling to? Okay, let's see if we put last year's setup on for the bike. Because yeah, obviously the bikes change year on year, but especially in sort of this era, I don't think they changed quite as much as they do now. So we hit the brakes. I think I've hit the brakes for garage fair too late again. I have, but not to the point where I've crashed this time. So I also absolutely destroyed the gearbox. You'd have heard that first gear's revving out because I was slamming down the gearbox to try and get it stopped. Which again is not how you should ride these 500s. But the last time we get to ride them for a while though, you do get to go back to them in the rivalries. I think there's a couple of challenges for the 500s. Hit the brakes then for the S Bleu. Get the bike over through into turn 12. On the power, sliding that rear. Hitting the brakes again. Into 13. Hold the bike on its side, but actually I set it up a bit. Through 14 on the power. Out the last corner then, up towards the line. 1:36.0. Absolutely destroyed that time again, even with a terrible lap. I mean, I went off by a mile. But yeah, so we unlock Biaggi, we unlock his team, and we got that the sticker of that like dinosaur or whatever it is. So I hope you did enjoy that one. That is the end of the 500cc Heroes, as you can see. So the next one is the dawn of Motogp, but obviously we'll leave that for the next episode of the Historic Challenges. So like I said, I hope you did enjoy that one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.